Hey guys, what's up? Duke CT here. And first things first, let me get us out of the way. My review of TNA Final Resolution is on reviewersunknown.com. Link is in the description. Hope y'all will enjoy it. It is a great review. I took my time. The reason why I look frustrated is because not only TNA is ineptitude, but it was finals, and I passed my finals, so hooray for old Duke CT. Yeah, and everything else. Uh, Next up, let's see what else. What else? Oh yeah, the other thing. The point I'm making this video. Uh, let's see. Oh, the lack of characters in the WWE. Now, let's turn the clocks back a bit. See, when the Monday Night War is happening and things are going around this, that, and the other, the WWF, WWE slash WWF at the time, was everyone from anybody, be it from the smallest of the small to the biggest of the had a personality. They had different traits that set them apart for being different. The heels were different from other heels. The faces were different than other faces. And the badass faces, true baby faces, and everything else with a little bit of edge on them, but they were still there. Even back in the days in the 80s and such, you still had a clear definition, but also the different character traits. Shawn Michaels was the pretty boy toy. Razor Ramon, the bad guy. One, two, three, kid. $1 Million Man, IRS. There was so many other people there that actually was so much of a differencing of a personality. You actually believed in these things. You knew who these guys were, each trait. And sadly, as the years went on, the WWE, there's been a lack of that, and it has been a lack of that for a good while. And let's look at something like saying the big storyline here was Nexus, or was a big storyline. Other than Wade Barrett, uh, and maybe you can give Otunga, no one from Nexus was really pushed out there. Everyone else seems like an extra body and no one really cares for. And that's the lack of. I think it's the lack because Nexus only been focusing on John Cena, and they should be focused on To me, the way Nexus was booked was honestly they had a good start, but they went into the middle. They just focused on John Cena too much. To me, I think they should have been like the Black Plague if they were attacking Raw and SmackDown superstars in this ring, just going on Raw, going on SmackDown, just causing hell, doing what they want to people when they want to people. Just saying that we are going to bring this company down, this company that showed us love no respect, in the WWE universe or something like that, and you can fast forward to SummerSlam. You can have that multi-man match, have them win barely, and you can have the return of Daniel Bryan there, but with everything else. And after that big thing, you're gonna say now you, Daniel Bryan, betrayed us. You felt sorry. Not even that. You came out and helped against these guys. The people who disrespect you, these fans who disrespect you, the management disrespect you. No, we're gonna come after you. We're gonna set you up and everything else. You think you have Miz to worry about? We are going to destroy you. We are going to annihilate you. We will make you wish that you never even came. After we're done with you will never want to even step into a ring again. You will regret ever lacing them up. You will be destroyed fully. And that SummerSlam was like the first step or something. And have other members fight off people get the tag team championships over the Hart Dynasty. And start fighting over the SmackDown, taking their belts slowly but surely, that sort of thing. Giving other guys personalities, which set them apart from Wade Barrett and David Otunga to Heath Slater to Justin Gabriel to see if Michael Tarver and Skip Sheffield, all that sort of thing. Don't kick these guys out because of injury. Personally, I think they should have just kept Skip Sheffield just as a big man, just a guy just walk around like don't really do much with him, and just sit there and chill with him or something like that. Same with Michael Tarver. The way their presence has felt, their presence alone equals something like that sort of thing. sadly didn't get any chance to express that. And moving on from Nexus, let's look at other people on Monday Night Raw. Ted DiBiase. I already explained this on my Survivor Series review. Ted DiBiase gets little to no reaction to anyone. He had nothing. People want to mock about Tyler Rex, but Ted DiBiase, as much as he's been featured, gets no reaction whatsoever. He is completely and utterly. I honestly think it's just there's no character. He's just like his dad from back in the day, just nothing. And Morrison, not really the same thing. He's just right there. He's getting. I don't know what he is. Just there is some wavering with the audience, and he needs to start cutting those damn corny jokes or what have you. Just go back to the same stuff he did with the Dirt Sheet. I think he'll be fine. Miz is getting a bit redundant. As much as I think Miz is great, but I think he could get better in the ring. But he's getting redundant in the mic because honestly, he's just gonna get to the same kind of tropes. And 2 months from now, a month from now, I think he's gonna be right where Jericho was. He's just gonna get burnt out. And honestly, I think they should just let him. That's the thing with these guys. They don't let them be themselves. They become micromanaged to the point that they just become catchphrase machines. And they are. Let me come on. Same thing as The Rock, same with everything else. I can get that. I get the fact that they're going to be catchphrases and everything else, and they need to this, that, and the other, that sort of thing. But they said other things and everything else. The reason why Rock is great on time is because he actually put emotion into his stuff. Most of his stuff is real good promos, and ones that he actually had the crowd wave with and everything else. He said other things that actually connected, and even those that stand and everything else. He actually wrote. I don't know if he wrote this or not, but I guarantee most of the promos he had direction he wanted to go in, and that sort of thing. Same thing with Stone Cold. Same thing with Triple H. Same thing with most of the guys. They just became themselves. Same as Mick Foley. They all basically took everything else, like say, sure had the catchphrases, but in the end, they said a lot of things in between their catchphrases, and the crowd felt them. When they booed them or cheered them, they had that emotional link. They bought that. They felt like they were like right there with them, instead of just this cold calculating things like that. That's the thing. Same thing. I don't hear that stuff from Randy Orton. Cena's getting better with that. But honestly, the rest of the guys, there's a reason why people still overly cheer for The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels when they're Pierre and everything else, and Triple H and everything else. They still have that resonance. They still connect because they grew over time. And the WWE did not help themselves, but not only having bland characters, people who are just sick and tired of each other in their throats, but also, you know this is true, they just keep putting the championship belts on these guys, hoping to think that maybe that's going to get them over. No, you morons. That's never going to get. You put a champion. Sheamus didn't get over until maybe he's now over with the crowd. I don't know how over he is. That first championship reign did him no favors. All that did was just basically make him the background. He was the wallpaper. He was basically the champion. All he did was squash everyone. Hell, he did the same thing in the second one. He was basically a proxy. No one gave a damn about Sheamus. All they cared about was the things around him. And that is one of the things that pisses me off with the WWE. They don't give a damn about their belts. And then they don't care. It's like everyone else's problem. The belt, the champion, the WWE title, most important, the most one. Because remember, it seems like the WWE title is not really the main feud. Miz, that's happening to Miz too. Miz might be going to the outlets and say he's champion, but people are probably going to be really talking and focusing about the chairs match between Cena and Barrett. Which I don't know why they're having a fucking chairs match, because the last time they had a chairs match, that was actually pretty good. No, it wasn't. It sucked. And why couldn't this wait until WrestleMania? Why couldn't this wait until they have a decent build-up, have Cena leave for a month or 2 months or what have you? Because the WWE is too goddamn scared. Be it by shareholders or the fans or what have you. They should have just built this thing up until, or hell, have Barrett win the belt and have Cena basically do take that lead. And saying that Cena, it was blaming him and Cena and everything else. And build that way. That sort of thing. Of course, that's not what they're going to do. They're just going to basically... I would not be surprised if WWE pulled this. I would not be surprised instead of having Miz built up to be the heavyweight champ that he could be, he will lose at TLC to Randy Orton, only to him to win it back at Royal Rumble and then have him lose at the Elimination Chamber. I honestly would not be surprised. Would anyone be surprised if WWE pulled that off? Say, well, it's a competitive thing. It's competitive. And see how the WWE champions switch a hand to hand. Yeah, but let's be honest. It's switching to hand to hand, not to new guys, but the guys who already held it. Guys who basically are like 9 to 10-time champions. I just don't get it. I mean, to me, the WWE title should be won, to me, a max time 3 or 4 times. You know why they should? They could be held because a championship is not how many times you hold it, it's how long you hold on to it. That is what a main champion should be. Not for how many times you held on. It's not this ridiculous notion of being a 20-time, 30-time champ. It's meaningless. If I became a 3-time, a 5-time Intercontinental champion and lose it like say only have a month or 2 month reign, that's a meaningless reign. I mean, if you want to build championships, you want to build a person to become a champion. You build him to win the championship by five. I mean, you make it like at least a minimum 7 to 8 months or something. Because I know you're like to me, if you really like the guy, you build up to 7 or 8 months, face or heel or something if you really need to do. Because Miz, I think he could at least minimum hold 4 months and build that thing into some WrestleMania and make him really feel like this is a champ because I feel like I am a champion. And, and have someone like Morrison, maybe a returning Evan Bourne, maybe someone who was unexpected. Hell, maybe Kofi Kingston, who might finally get his shot. That would be something interesting to do, but the WWE won't do that. They're too daggone scared. Buy rates are going down. They're not really getting the production, so I think they're gonna switch. I would not be surprised that they will put the title on Triple H somehow. By WrestleMania's end, I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to put the title on Triple H and say, let's hope for the best because at the end of the day, these young guys can't draw now. We're going for the short-term solution rather than the long-term. This is what's going to happen, folks, and don't be surprised by it. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I've been on a long rant. I miss doing this. I'm gonna do more of this. And by the way, tomorrow's my birthday, so if you want to leave a nice happy birthday comment for me on my channel, feel free to do so, and I will be doing maybe another video about that. Video about something. Oh, by the way, check out my next radio show tomorrow as well. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Duke CT here. Peace, love. I will see y'all when I see you. Oh man, yeah. But I have to tell y'all before I leave, the great show, the finale show of my radio podcast this year, 2010. Where I'll be talking about WWE TLC, previewing all the matches and all that good stuff. But not only that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be talking once again Ring of Honor Final Battle. I will be talking about it. I will be sharing my idea, what is going to happen, and what everything else is. And the links in the description. Hopefully, y'all can join me because it's going to be my birthday show. But also, the show that I will be talking about Ring of Honor and WWE. It's going to be a great show. Hopefully, that sort of thing. I want it to be built up to be. I want people to call in, talk about Ring of Honor, talk about WWE table, ladder, and chairs. I want the people to talk about it. I want people to say what your thoughts on it and everything else. Chat will be all open and everything else. And you will be probably seeing an email or something out of coming from me down the pike probably tomorrow early or morning or afternoon or something. Maybe a video to remind you. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Dixie T here. Peace and love. See y'all when I see y'all later.